What is going on, everybody? My name is Jamie Shaw. I am the National Recruiting Analyst for Absolute Basketball, and I am very excited today to talk to you about the truth about Mikey Williams and Lake Norman Christian. Now, this has been huge news across the country. You saw SportsCenter tweet about it. You saw all these people put it out. 2.5 million followers on Instagram. Seeing some YouTube videos go out. They're talking about where is Lake Norman Christian? What is Lake Norman Christian? I wanted to put this video out to kind of set the record straight, because it seems to be the two videos that I've seen have not really had the proper information. They haven't really put out the proper names and the caliber of team that Mikey is going to play at. So today we are going to go through on the Absolute Basketball Experience channel, what is Lake Norman Christian, where is Lake Norman Christian, and who is on Lake Norman Christian. Before we jump into it, I want to remind you, if this is your first time here and you want to continue to see more basketball analysis, more film breakdown, you want to have more interviews, you want to see more mixtapes and highlights of elite level players, you want to have more coaches interviews, college coach interviews, college player interviews, elite high school prospect interviews, all your one-stop shop for your basketball needs, make sure you subscribe. We'd love to have you here. We'd love to have you in the community. We'd love to keep you coming back and all that type of stuff too. And if you enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a like. And we want to hear the comment section below from you, what you think this is going to look like. Obviously, Mikey is an incredibly polarizing figure. We want to hear from you what you think this is going to look like in the state of North Carolina at Lake Norman Christian. After you subscribe to this channel. But thank you guys very much. Let's go ahead and jump in.
You watch Absolute Basketball.
Lake Norman Christian is located in Davidson, North Carolina. It is a suburb of Charlotte, North Carolina, sitting right off of the big Lake Norman, big lake on the north side of Charlotte. You have Davidson colleges there. There's also Davidson Day, which has won state championships this past year and all that type of stuff too. Lake Norman Christian, kind of nestled in right there. They are a basketball program. Their head coach, Mason Padgett, this is his second or third year there with the program. He's really turned that thing around and got it going. A couple years ago, they were 22-10. They went to the next year 15-7, and then 13-8 2 years ago. Last year, they ended up being 31-2. Now, that is all stuff that has been well documented surrounding, kind of going throughout the internet. 31-2 team. So it can't be that bad of a situation and everything like that. But the thing is that the roster of who these teams have kind of hasn't been construed very well. The thing is that coming into it, prior to Mikey, the entire starting five of this team, and as well as the sixth man, are all scholarship level type players, but they're also all new to the school. So coming into this 31-2 team, they have some people returning, but also they have an entirely new starting lineup who's coming in. So I wanted to go through each of those players and everything too that Mason Padgett, the head coach, is bringing in to Davidson, North Carolina, and Mikey's joining forces with these guys, as well as a future player who's going to be coming in as well. So let's start off with the big 7-footer in the middle, Jonathan Curtis. Curtis played this summer with Team Curry. He played, one of the big schedules, traveling to all the big events that they had in the Southeast and stuff, playing in all the on the radar, the hoop scene events, the big shots events, and all that type of stuff, and really had a breakout year. Last year, he played for head coach Rodney Monroe at South Lake Christian. Already, he has 4 Division I offers, the big 7-footer: Navy, Denver, Tennessee State, and SIUE. He's a big dude. He does the things that you want big guys to do. He's got great hands on the block. He sets good screens. He's a good area rebounder. He can protect the rim some and do all that type of stuff too. He's set to have a big breakout year this coming up season. As you can see from some of these clips that are playing right now, there's a lot to be liked about what Jonathan Curtis does and patrolling the middle. Secondly, AJ Allenspack. He was an AAU teammate this summer of Jonathan Curtis. Allenspack is already committed to Army. He's the son of former Clemson Tiger Adam Allenspack, 7-footer, who played at Clemson. As I said, he's already committed to Army. What he is a high-level perimeter defender, as well as a more athletic than you think type of wing. He can get downhill off the bounce. He can knock down shots and do all that type of stuff as well. He had another big summer, but also what AJ was able to do during the summer was defend the opposing team's best perimeter player, as well as about one time a game put a dunk down that just caught you off guard completely, and brought the crowd to its feet, and head taps and all that type of stuff going on too. That was the wing they had. They also had Shane Fernald transfer over. Fernald is a high IQ kind of a point forward type of player. Last year at Hickory Ridge High School, he averaged 9.5 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.3 steals, and 1.4 blocks. Fernald is the type of guy who just makes winning plays. He doesn't go out and he won't wow you in any one category, but you see that he contributes in every single category. He's a player who will get scholarship offers as he continues to progress. He's a 2022 prospect standing at 6'7". As you can see by the numbers, he's a great passer. He's a good area rebounder. He can finish plays, especially in the paint. He's a good team defender, and he's a better shot blocker than one might think. He played for the Team Curry 16U Under Armour team. And again, just pads the stats. He's the guy that you have on the floor, the glue guy that kind of makes everything work together, for the team and stuff. And he's since middle school played in a ton of high-level games, on the AAU circuit, in the Made Hoops things, and obviously playing on the Under Armour Team Curry team and all that type of stuff this year as well. Tons of high-level games too, and he's going to be able to kind of be a glue guy who can secondary initiate offense as well as finish plays and guard some on a team defensive perspective. Also, J.P. Haggerty, 2022 prospect. He played last year at Cuthbertson High School. He's 6'5", about 195, long-armed wing. Last year at Cuthbertson, he averaged 19 points, 7.8 rebounds, and shot 38% from three. He's just a true bona fide Division I wing. He's a very smart player, very competitive. As you saw by the numbers, he can rebound, he can shoot, he can score the ball. There's a lot to like here, from the off-guard position with JP, with his high IQ ability, and then also ability to make shots. I mean, just kind of like with Shane previously, JP, this is the most valuable thing in basketball is, one, to be able to create shot opportunities, but also, two, to be able to make shots. Well, Shane's able to create the opportunities, and JP's able to make the opportunities. There's a very good pairing there, especially go along with the perimeter defense and the shot creation and making of A.J. Allensback, and then the 7-foot big that you have with Jonathan Curtis, who's out there rebounding, patrolling the paint, and all that type of stuff too. And then at the point guard position, Josh Bullock. He's a 2023 prospect. As a freshman last year at Northern Nash High School in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, he averaged 7.3 points, 2.8 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 2 steals per game. He's just a smooth lefty who's kind of just got an incredible feel for the game. As you know, lefties kind of do things. They look a little bit cooler. They look a little bit smoother when they do things. Josh has that feel for the game. He's got the ability to kind of make plays and create for others. He's got the crafty handle, gets in the paint, sees the floor, quick hands on defense, and all that type of stuff to be able to dictate kind of the offense and everything. He was touted as, in the loaded 2023 class in North Carolina. He's on all the watch list of players to watch, in that class and stuff. And he was going to have the ball in his hands with this team as well. And then coming off the bench, Riley Allensback. Obviously, he's A.J. Allensback's cousin. Riley is 6'9". His father, who's Adam's brother, also played Division I basketball as well. I believe he played at Davidson, 6'11". But Riley is a 2023 prospect as well, already 6'9". Watched him have a 40-point game this summer in the U.S. games. He's just a player who's coming along. Obviously, bigs take a little bit more time, but he's able to kind of move in here, playing behind a Shane Fernald and playing behind a Jonathan Curtis, and all that type of stuff here. He's got touch, he's got hands, he's got some big old feet too that makes you think he's going to keep on growing and all that type of stuff as well. So this team, without Mikey Williams coming into it, coming off a 31-2 record, all of these 6 players that are, scholarship level prospects, and a lot of them, one of them committed, some of them having Division I stuff already. They're all, coming into this team, 31-2 team. Coach Mason Padgett did a great job of bringing players in and getting them in. And now kind of Mikey's the icing on the cake. And then when this other player gets announced here in the next couple of weeks as well, there's going to be, incredibly high expectations put on the 2 high-level players, but their supporting cast is really good. Before, as I was saying, before Mikey even came in and announced, you'll sit there and see that this team was a well put together team. With the holdovers that they still have from last year, put these 6 in the rotation, and you have a team that can make a run in the playoffs and do pretty well. you add in Mikey, you add in this other player, and then all of a sudden it becomes a national type of situation. I've already fielded plenty of phone calls from national tournaments trying to get them into it, with my knowing Mason and all that type of stuff as well. But expect them to be a traveling rock show. I mean, we haven't seen, as I've alluded to before, we haven't seen much like a Mikey Williams in this landscape. Zion Williamson was a rock star for his senior year, where Mikey's a sophomore. And we'll see what class he comes into, whether it be 2022 or 2023, and all that type of stuff will work itself out. But he's already a rock star. In this age of social media, it's like a Kardashian coming in. But then you add in the fact that he's actually good. He's actually a top 5 player in the country. And when you add all of that kind of coming together, culminating together, you have fame and you have talent. That's like something that we haven't seen before. So it'll be very interesting to see how it goes and how it plays out. Without question, there's going to be cameras on them everywhere they go. There's going to be a crowd. There's going to be tons of people watching who are both basketball fans and not basketball fans. Coming in just to see the Mikey Williams show. But the point of this video is I wanted to make sure that it got out there that he's got talent around him. There are other dudes on this team. Now, it's not like the caliber of an Oak Hill or an IMG where everybody's a 5-star and everybody's going high major. But these other guys, there are other multiple Division I players on the roster. There are other scholarship players on the roster. There is size. Their starting lineup prior to Mikey coming in, their starting lineup went 6 foot, 6'5", 6'7", 6'7", 7 foot. That's huge. That's a huge lineup. You add in Mikey Williams to that. I'm not sure what they're going to do with the lineup there, how they're going to maneuver that around, and who's going to go to the bench or whatever the case may be. But everybody's going to play a lot, and there's a lot of talent to go on the floor. Even when Mikey or the other one comes out, there's going to be a ton of talent on the floor. And this adds for depth. This adds for them to take breathers. This adds for them to, load management is a buzzword going around and all that type of stuff too. So here it is. This is the truth about Mikey Williams and Lake Norman Christian, about what type of situation he's walking into and the excitement level and the buzz that's surrounding it. Can't wait to see what happens with it. But thank you guys very much. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Please go ahead and hit the like button, and feel free to share it across your platforms as well. And we want to leave in the comment section below what you think of Mikey Williams. We want to hear what you think is going to happen here at Lake Norman Christian. We want to know what you think this situation is going to end up like. But until next time, guys, thank you all very much for tuning in. I am Jamie Shaw on the Absolute Basketball Experience, and we'll see you next time.
You're watching Absolute Basketball.